What's up, everyone? My name is Max, and today we are going to be checking out Jake Weber and Sam and Colby. If you're new to my channel, what I do here is I look at all different types of people's communication skills and I give you my thoughts. I've seen Sam and Colby before, so I'm somewhat familiar with them through their Conjuring series. Jake looks like an emo Johnny Bravo. Oh, he's got the jaw. He's got that Johnny Bravo jaw. All right, let's get into this. Sam and Colby and Jake Weber. Whoa, there's a big ass spider, man. Woo-hoo-hoo. Where'd you go, big man?
Where'd you go?
Is that you? No. Scared, yo. Whew. Thought I felt something on me. I'm just gonna have to deal with the spider being here, I guess. No one likes spiders. I shouldn't say no one. Jake seems like the type of guy that likes spiders. He probably has like a tattoo of a spider. Anyhow, let's try to get back into this right now. Let's go.
I'm here with two Kansas boys that I've actually met, I would say
Deep
around
voice.
10 years ago.
We've met before?
Who are you? Greg? Sam and Colby. These lovely ladies, right? Do you see I'm flipping it on you guys? I'm calling you guys ladies. Starting off with the cheese pizza, mine looks like my grandpa's ball sack.
See, but I already appreciate him. I already appreciate him kind of like pushing the boundaries, right? Because there's a lot of YouTubers who won't do that, who won't kind of like cross that line. And he seems pretty unfiltered right away. People ask me about, how do you be a good communicator? It's about connecting with your audience, not trying to be perfect with your audience. It's about being real with your audience, not trying to put on an act for your audience. Now, I'm not saying he doesn't put it on a little for his audience. Perhaps he does. Perhaps he embellishes the humor and embellishes the jokes a little, but he's just gonna say what he wants. He's gonna say what he thinks. He might cross over into the vulgar or crude territory for some people, but the people who do like him really like him because they mess with his authenticity. And that's really what attracts us to people, right? I feel like the world is craving for more authenticity.
It's like, is that even classified as pizza, dude? That's a cheese lump. It's not even pointy on the end.
You're just sweating.
Oh, dude, the point, oh my God. It's curled inwards.
Oh.
There we go.
That's how my dick works.
Oh, whoa, dude.
Did you say that's how my dick works? All right, so Jake's rubbing off on them because I feel like this isn't something like Sam and Colby would generally talk about, but I feel like, this is what happens when you're around certain people. They rub off on you. Maybe Jake's bringing a different side out of Sam. I don't know if he, talks like this generally. Jake's channel, Jake's setting the vibe, Jake's setting the tone. So he's probably rubbing off on Sam and Colby a bit.
If I'm like really soft, it could go I can make the head go inside. Yeah, me too! Me too!
Stick it back upside?
Yeah, but I swear when it gets hard, it gets really big, guys.
I can't believe this is the video I chose to react to and watch. As a professional who helps people with their communication skills, it's all good. It's all good. I'm down to talk about anything. I'm down to watch anything. But it's funny that I've tuned into this one specifically.
Always bite it from the back.
I don't like the crust. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Crust is ass.
It's ass. Like if I like bent you over, got your little cheeks one now, like that kind of, it's like ass.
When last time you did that?
Not the cheek,
He's got the whole rock star vibe going on, huh? Jake, just the way he carries himself too, the way he presents himself. Again, it's like he's unfiltered. He'll say anything. It's like kind of that rock star mentality. Like, I'm just gonna toe the line of controversy and I'm gonna be this sort of like bad boy who says whatever. And he's got like the low kind of commanding voice that kind of brings you in, and definitely a charismatic guy. He's definitely got a presence about him. He's definitely got a presence about him. I can see why a lot of people would be drawn to him. It's like, who knows what's gonna come out of Jake's mouth? Like, I'm kind of looking forward to that, and whether you agree with him or not, you're probably gonna get some realness from him. It's not gonna be a cookie cutter type of video.
Here we have the roast beef sandwich. I thought they were just working with hot dogs here. Arby's, we have the meats. I'm not a really big fan of roast beef.
Really?
Roast beef makes me think of coochie.
And so that's not appetizing?
Again, it is.
I think there's actually things we can learn from Jake's communication style here in terms of how he presents himself, how he speaks. And notice his pace of speech is actually quite slow. guys, we got the roast beef sandwich here.
Here we have the roast beef sandwich.
Right? He doesn't rush through his speech. And I find the best presenters, the best speakers, are speakers who speak just a little bit more slowly, because it gives the impression that they have confidence in what they're saying. Rushing through your speech can indicate to your audience that you might be a little bit nervous, that you want to get through it as quickly as possible because you're not comfortable being there, you're not comfortable being in the spotlight. But more than that, speaking at a slower pace can help your audience absorb what you're saying. I think the pace of Jake's speech is something that we can take away from him as a communicator, and something that we can kind of incorporate into our own lives, into our own speaking. And also the way he uses gestures as well. They're not quick, jittery, rapid gestures. You know, he's not moving quickly. Slow, controlled movements, slow, controlled speech indicates your comfort and your confidence in the spotlight or on camera or in front of an audience.
I'm not even gonna hold it near this thing. I don't want to get insecure. You know what? The bun is actually a pretty accurate size. You take off these tips. Just the bun? Yeah, I'd say that's 12 inches. Hey, put the weenie back in the bun. Put the weenie back in the bun.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he puts on like a certain accent, like, put the weenie back in the bun.
Put the weenie back in the bun.
He might put on like that extra emphasis just a little bit in his tone and his accent and his voice. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, he's a YouTuber, he's an entertainer, that's his job. But maybe he kind of goes a little bit extra, like turns up the volume on his personality a little bit extra when the cameras are on. That's what it kind of seems like. I'm gonna have to watch more. This is obviously my first introduction to Jake. But again, lots of sexual jokes, but you know, he throws in some self-deprecation in there as well. So, you know, you can see like glimpses of his, I guess we'll call it humility.
Okay, that was a better bite.
Yeah? Okay.
Maybe I just fucked it up.
Yeah, dude, don't worry. But what do you think now?
It's still cardboardy. You guys don't think it tastes like cardboard?
Anything with cinnamon on it tastes good.
Come.
I mean,
Good.
I'm sure a lot of you guys like this episode. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of feel like a little embarrassed reacting to it, knowing who a lot of my audience is. That being said, I'll enjoy it. Let's enjoy this. I mean, to be fair, you know, this episode, reviewing food, is actually perfect for all these sexual innuendos, so they were kind of set up for this. And so I just don't know Sam and Colby well enough. I saw them on a couple episodes of The Conjuring House. I don't know if this is like their style of humor, but they seem like guys who, they'll kind of just go with the flow. They don't seem like guys who would get offended by this type of stuff. But I feel like Jake, it seems like it's probably like bringing this kind of humor out of them. Anyway.
Put the wiener in the chicken.
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Whoa. Go ahead.
Try it.
Do it.
Try it. What was the noise on me?
I don't know. That's really good.
Really?
No, you're lying.
I like Sam and Colby. I'm gonna be honest. Like I just like how I just think they're chill. I think they're cool guys. They seem like they get along with people really well. Like they know how to adapt to different people really well. And I feel like they're kind of like adapting to Jake here, but still remaining who they are ultimately. Like they're not changing their personalities. They're just kind of like adapting to the humor a little and just kind of having fun with Jake's kind of banter. But they remain who they are. Like that's sort of the sense that I get from Sam and Colby. I don't know Jake well enough, not that I know Sam and Colby that well either. You know, I'm sure, you know, a lot of his like younger audience kind of gets a kick out of his like outlandish comments and behavior. There's sort of like a shock value effect there. But there's no question the guy has charisma. There's no question the guy knows how to kind of present himself to the camera. There's a confidence about the way he communicates. I think for the most part, people like his authenticity. People like the fact that he's unfiltered. People like the fact that it doesn't seem like he's afraid to make certain jokes about certain things. Maybe some people are potentially inspired by that in a way. It's like, okay, here's a dude who's saying whatever he wants, and that kind of fills me with inspiration to say what I want or to do what I want. So I think just being an authentic person on camera gives people the motivation, bravery, and inspiration to be a more authentic version of themselves.
You're gonna have to look very far for that one.
Yo, that's more Sam size anyway.
This is giving me anxiety.
I'm kind of freaking out.
Stick, twist,
Pull it. Bop it.
pop it, twist it.
Wait.
He sounds like he should be like a voice actor too. Jake. He's got that voice. I could see him playing like a Johnny Bravo type of animated character. Like not only his look, but his voice too, right? He's definitely got like a commanding voice. I think that really adds to his charisma and his appeal. And I think he knows how to bond with certain people too. Like I think again, like he brings out probably a certain side in different people, right? Because he doesn't take himself too seriously, clearly. You kind of like when you're around that energy, you kind of want to play into it. So I can see him kind of like bringing out a light side or a lighter side or a more kind of just loose side to Sam and Colby. And perhaps he does that for a lot of other people too.
He hates it.
Wow, he was lying to us.
Dude, you could tell he was like in actual disbelief of what he just tasted. Wow, we just tried Costco's whole menu.
That was it?
I mean, they do have ice cream.
Well, why did we get that?
I do wonder if there's like a more serious side to Jake. I'm sure there is. And this is just a fun, light video, so it's supposed to be fun and light. I don't expect a serious side to come out of him here. I'm just curious to know if he has more serious videos. Could be interesting to see a little bit more of a serious, different side to him here. But you know, he's doing a good job as well, just from a communication standpoint, engaging with Sam and Colby. He's watching Sam, and he's sort of like narrating what's happening with Sam and redirecting the conversation to Colby to get Colby involved. And he's like, look what Sam's doing. You know, he's actively trying to engage both of them. And I can certainly appreciate that as someone who helps people with their communication skills when you're talking to a group and making a conscious effort to try to engage everyone in the group as opposed to just focusing on one person. And it certainly seems like Jake's doing that here.
Dude,
You lactose intolerant or something, dude? Come on.
dude, there was like 6 flavors. You want me to like? I wanted chocolate. I'm fucking sorry. I don't know how I'd be carrying all that ice cream.
Yeah, Colby, you can tell he's got that kind of like goofball in him. Sam's more of like the straight lace character in that tag team, where Colby, you know, you can see him kind of being a little bit more unhinged and a little bit more goofy and a little bit more quirky, it feels like, with his personality. You know, I can see Colby and Jake being good friends, right? Like I can see the two of them kind of vibing a little bit more heavily than Sam and Jake.
You know what this calls for? This calls for a Costco date someday. We'll just go there, you know? We'll just go there for fun.
Down.
Get a slice, get a dog.
Get a shake this time.
Yeah, let's get the ice cream.
I heard IKEA has food.
Really?
Yeah, he's good for the camera. Like, again, when he speaks to Sam and Colby, it doesn't feel like this is necessarily how he'd speak off camera. It's very kind of like performative. I think he's authentic in the sense that he's gonna just say what he wants in terms of the humor that comes to his mind and the things that come to his mind. But I don't know if this is necessarily how he is always off camera. Like there's definitely like a showmanship that's involved here. So for me personally, it's kind of like harder to connect with someone like that. I can be entertained by him, but I don't know if I can necessarily connect as easily. Whereas some people might feel a connection with him because of the fact that he's willing to say anything and everything. So people kind of interpret that as like authenticity. Now, I've only seen this one video. There's probably other videos where he gets a little bit more real, but that's my impression. That's my first impression. Whereas Sam and Colby are a little bit more chill. You can have, I almost get the sense that you can have more of a real conversation with them. You know what I mean? But again, this guy's an entertainer and he's a YouTuber, and you know, his job is to entertain, and he does a really good job at it. There's no question about that.
If our love is tragedy, what? Wait, what is that? Fuck!
You're gonna get copyrighted. That was so beautiful.
Okay.
He's jokes, man. He is jokes. What do you do at the end? He's like, okay.
Okay.
Definitely an entertaining guy. No question about it. So I'm curious to know, what do you think of Jake Weber? Do you feel like you can connect with him? Do you feel like he's a real dude? Do you find him entertaining? And guys, as always, if you want to watch my uncut reaction and analysis of this video, all you need to do is go to my Patreon page. I included the link in my description below. And I should say, before I leave, I had not seen the spider again, just in case anyone was curious. I will give you an update if the spider appears in my pinned comment. Okay? I'll talk to you soon. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Peace.